Hello and welcome. This is Freewill Tarot. This reading is going to be for the sign of Aries. Hello, Aries, and thank you for joining me. You have 3 messages from Spirit here that I'm going to read to you, and then we're going to jump right into the tarot portion of your reading, okay? So here's your first 3 messages. Your first message is open path, Aries. So a lot of you could be feeling like it's a new direction that you need to go down. Some of it could be when it comes to your career, job, finances, relationship, or it could just be a change that's happening in your life that you feel like something needs to change or give, okay? And a lot of you are feeling that internally. And what this card is doing is reminding you, Spirit is reminding you that what you're feeling, if you are feeling this way or you are seeing a change happen or you feel like a change is about to happen, it is. So you have open path here, Aries, okay? So let's read it. It says, when you release the need to know every step, the path reveals itself. Let today unfold without expectations. Basically, go with the flow. Practice openness by moving forward one moment at a time. So don't kind of get caught up in your head about trying to make something happen, worried about the outcome of a situation, pushing forward on the outcome of a situation to make something happen. They kind of just want you to know that there is an open path for you. So if you have been thinking about doing something, or you do feel a change shifting in your life and you're kind of uncertain because you don't know what that means, they're letting you know that they have an open path for you, okay? So don't fear it and don't push it, right? You also have adaptability, okay, with that open path. It says flexibility is key to success. Adjust your approach without losing sight of your goal, okay? Know what your goal is, and you might have to pivot. You might have to be adaptable to some changes going around. You know, it could be people coming in at the last minute, you know, saying something that kind of throw you off your game or throw you off course. It could be a relationship. It could be a job. It could just be anything. But they want you to stay adaptable, okay? It says stay open to change today. Shift your method if needed, but stay committed to your vision. You see how they keep telling you to stay focused on your vision. And here's your third, and this is, I feel is important, Aries. Frustration may be tempting you to quit, to give up on something. It says push through the resistance, okay? So do not give up. Whatever this is that you've been thinking about doing, it could be a personal project. It could be a change you're doing through in your life right now, something you're contemplating on doing, or something you've been trying to do that maybe hasn't been coming into fruition. It could be a relationship. It could be anything. But they're telling you, whatever you've been frustrated about, they're telling you to push through that and don't give up. And do not quit. Okay, let's jump right into the tarot portion of your reading. You have judgment. So some of you, a judgment is a call to action. You got that here twice, right? And that's a call to action here, Aries. So it says, it's time to take responsibility for past actions and recognize how they've shaped your present moment. All right? And it's also a call to action from Spirit and Universe for you to go down a different direction. Remember, you have the open path card. So this is God or Spirit calling you to go down a different path in life, all right? Don't stay stuck in the old patterns. They say be adaptable and don't give up on something, okay? And with them, you got the melancholy card here twice, melancholy. So Spirit has been trying to get your attention, Aries, on something. You feel this internally. Something has been telling you, or it's something you could have just been going through in your life that has been causing you frustration, maybe slowing you down or limiting you, or you feeling like you had to overcome that or readjust. It says emotionally dissatisfaction may be clouding your ability to receive new blessings. Because again, when you look at the 4 cups, I want to tell you about the 4 cups, Aries. 4 cups is the hand of God offering you a new opportunity, okay? And you don't see it that way because you're looking at these old cups, these cups you already have, things you already built, something you already have feel is established. But Spirit's calling you to go in a different direction here. And some of you feel this internally, and some of you are feeling like you're not too happy about it either, right? Or you're just not seeing it that way. And you have that 4 cups here twice, so they're really saying it's a new direction for you to go into, and they need you to be adaptable to this new direction in your life, Aries. All right? Because if you can do that, I'm looking at victory here. You have the Six of Wands here. This is victory. This is triumph. Okay? This is you succeeding in your life or any endeavor that you're trying to do. Now, what they need you to do, Aries, before or if you're feeling frustrated or feeling like you want to give up something or quit or you're feeling overwhelmed, is to look at Seven of Pentacles is like looking at your resources. It's looking at everything that you have accumulated up to this time, your finances. And it doesn't have to be, it's really your finances, but it don't have to be your finances. It could be all your resources, everything that you have built up over this time period of your life, right? Because you're getting ready to go down a new path. And they want you to look at all your resources. They want you to take a pause and a break just for a second. Because the Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords is talking about taking a time out, a break, to reflect. You see, this person has their hands in the praying motion, okay? And these swords represent thoughts. So they're either praying or they're thinking about their next step or their next move in life before they take any action. But you see that sword right there. They are getting ready to take action in a new direction. But before they do that, they're just going to get clarity, right? And the same thing with the Seven of Pentacles. Seven Pentacles talks about the same thing. It's like a time to reflect before taking action here, right? So whatever direction you guys are getting ready to go into, and you are getting ready to go in a new direction, some of you are resisting it, and some of you are, worried about what it's going to look like so much that you're trying to make it happen, right? And some of you are resisting it, right? Because you have the Five of Swords below the surface. Five of Swords talks about winning at all costs, right? So Spirit could be trying to get you to go down a different path or see something differently. And you guys are resisting it because you keep trying to do things the same way or in your own way, instead of looking at it's a new path for you to go down. And then you have the Hierophant here. You have the Hierophant here twice. You have a lot of repeating cards here, Aries. The Hierophant talks about structure, right? It's things that we've already have obtained, built up, a certain way we do things, the way our system is set up. It's our foundation, okay? But something in your foundation is changing here, Aries. It's falling apart, or it's about to fall apart, or it has fallen apart. And I feel like it has made some of you kind of uncomfortable or uneasy when it comes to that. You also have where a lot of you are not emotionally satisfied in your life right now. It could be with your job. It could be with your finances. It could just be in your overall life that things are not just going in the direction that you wanted to go. But Spirit is telling you that's, for some of you, that's on purpose, right? It's not meant to go in the same direction. They're calling you to change and go down a different path here. Because you have the Star card. Star card talks about renewal and faith and blessings with the Hierophant. Again, it's talking about angels and blessings in a new direction here, right? So they're going to bless you in a whole new direction if you can release some kind of control here of going down a new direction or showing up in the world in a different way here, okay? And see that they're offering you a new direction instead of staying with the old. Okay, they also have a message of a little bit of a warning to some of you, Aries, okay? And that warning is, it says, be mindful of your emotional power plays, okay, Aries? Or being passive aggressive in your behavior. I ain't making this up, it's right here, okay? That's what they said. All right, so some of you, you know what that's about. Again, I'm going to read it to you again. It says, be mindful of emotional power plays or passive aggressive behavior, okay? Moodiness, coldness. They want you to watch that, okay? You know who you are. A lot of you are, if something comes to an end in your life, or if something has come to an end or getting ready to come to an end, or you're going to make something come to an end, it's going to bring in a lot of illusions for you, baby. A lot of confusions, and maybe a lot of things up in the air, and a lot of decisions you feel like you need to make. But what it will also do is bring in a lot of options, right? Because I feel like a lot of you are going to have to figure out what you're going to do and what is a good path and a good way to handle a certain solution or have a certain solution to something that's coming into your life right now. Again, I think I told you this before because it's beyond your control. So you could be thinking like, what direction should I go in? When should I go in? And how should I do it? And some of you are staying and resisting this change, even though you feel it's there, even though things keep happening to kind of make you see that it's a new path that you need to go down or something you need to stop or end. Okay? When you do that, what Spirit is trying to do, Aries, is not hurt you, because you have the Nine of Cups. That's wish fulfillment. That's all your cups coming true, right? They're giving you everything you need. But they need you to kind of, I keep hearing stop resisting. That's what I keep hearing in my head. So you know, for some of you, you know what that means. If it's something that has came to an end in your life, or something that's breaking apart, and you could be getting frustrated by that because you can't do the same things you used to do, or in a way that you used to do it, or your life is changing in a certain way, they're telling you it's on purpose. It's for a reason. It's for your highest good, even if you don't see it that way. Your life is getting ready to change and expand, but some of you are very resistant to it with the Seven of Wands, because you don't know what that's going to look like. You're kind of, fearful of the outcome if you're not in control, or if things are going to go in the way that you hope. And some of you could be dealing with somebody could be pregnant that you know, or having a baby. But either way, for all of you, that's not for all of you, but for some of you, your life is getting ready to expand in a certain direction, and they don't want you to resist this change, Aries, right? Clarity is going to come to you. You have an outcome, the Ace of Swords. This is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. That's the Ace of Swords, all right? And they're telling you to go in hermit mode for a minute. They need you to go within, Aries, and kind of get perspective on things. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you here about this change, that you could be getting frustrated. You could be feeling like giving up on something. But they're telling you that whatever it is that was the old way, or these old things you were doing, is going to come to an end for something new to begin. And for some of you, it's a feeling of lack with the Five of Pentacles, right? The Five of Pentacles talks about lack, or feeling like you don't have enough, or you're not being validated or seen or appreciated. That could be in a job, it could be in a relationship, it could just be in anything. Some of you could be overworking yourself. You were maybe doing too much and still not being validated, or feeling like you don't have enough, right? That could, again, could be in a relationship, it could be in a job. If these things fall apart, or if they come to an end, do not fear that, because what it's going to do is set you up in a whole new path so you can have victory here. Remember, I told you you had the Six of Wands here, okay? Aries, and you show up in your own reading here as being the Emperor. You are the Emperor in Tarot, right? So just keep moving in a direction. Stay adaptable. Know that there is an open path, and that open path will bring you blessings, even if you're unsure about it right now. Even if you feel like you don't know what's happening, even though you might be feeling a little frustration and you feel like things are not going in your direction, I want to remind you these things are breaking apart in order for you to pivot and adapt, because it's a new door opening. Remember, you had open path, okay? So it's a new way of going, and something is coming to an end. All right, that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope to see you back here soon. Thank you for joining me.